Hello and welcome to Scribble Talk, where I talk about things I like in art very messily and without a script. Today I want to talk about redraws and redrawing old art that you've done a long time ago, or even just about a year ago. That's what I do. So, what is a redraw? It's, redrawing your own stuff. It's pretty simple. It's redrawing a piece of art. And then there's the thing of why redraw, something. It's in the past. It doesn't matter. Just forget about the bad drawing. Just don't look at it. Stop. But in all seriousness, I think it's a good way of keeping track of how far you've come and how much you've learned in either a small or large gap of time. I've seen that trend on Twitter a while ago, where it's like how it started, how it's going, between their one of their earliest drawings they could find and how they're drawing now, and seeing the huge gap in between is just insane, but also kind of like you see that you've grown absolutely. But, doing redraws in between also can help someone see how far they've come in just a small amount of time. This example that I'll be using is this picture of Ghastly I drew all the way back in 2019 when I started learning to draw properly. And all the way to, today, 2021, the improvements between the two, well, the three. Now, I don't want to make this video just ripping on an old bunch of art that I've made. Actually, that sounds like a good idea for maybe another video. Yeah, for the first one, I don't like it. The background and the purple text and the actual Ghastly. It's not my favorite. It's definitely not my favorite old drawing. But I guess not pointing out things I don't like about it and seeing things I've obviously improved. It's nice. So it's always good to keep some old art, I think. And then we move on to the next drawing from last year, where I decided, to redraw this Ghastly as a yearly thing to keep track. I've clearly, made cleaner line art. The colors are better, I think. I tried this weird outline thing for the smoke, this Ghastly's wispy sort of stuff. I don't actually like the wispiness itself, because it kind of looks like it was made with a shape tool, and it just looks very plain and kind of static. I do like the flat colors that I did. I do that a lot now. I paint in very flat colors things and just do colored line art. It's just sort of a thing that I picked up, and this is definitely when I started doing that a lot earlier on. This definitely is an improvement. I guess I just completely threw away the shiny Ghastly for some reason. I think because I just kind of got annoyed at the blue smoke. You can also see that I just completely gave up with backgrounds. I just sort of did colored backgrounds now. I don't really draw backgrounds often anyway, but it's definitely an improvement. This is just a year's difference. And now we move on to the third and most recent Ghastly drawing. I just noticed the fucking pun. Ghastly drawing, that's a terrible drawing. Oh god. Anyway, yeah, we move on to the most recent one. I drew this yesterday at the time of recording, and I am really proud of this one. I also used a technique I learned recently from a friend to do this. I also use these redraws as a good opportunity to learn something new. Well, not learn something, to try out something I've learned. And that was to get the more painter, the painty kind of look on it. Because I'm not really too good at digital painting yet, but I want to get better, and this was a nice time trying out, and I think it came out really nice. I think obviously my line art and everything else is a bit better. I color picked everything myself. I didn't use like the color picker tool and just dragged it off Ghastly. I eyeballed most of the colors, so I rarely do that. But yeah, it's really crazy to look at the very first drawing and then the brand new like finished one. It's really, you know, it stops me from being discouraged and actually makes me feel like I am growing and getting better. So I'd say that's a very good reason if you like are, you know, also a starting off artist like me. Redraw your stuff. It'll make you feel more confident. It'll help, like, you know, it doesn't have to be like every, like it could be every month or so. Just redraw something every month. That'd be a very steady way of, you know, marking your progress. But yeah, I tend to redraw this thing, like this Ghastly, once a year. I don't even remember why I chose Ghastly. I think it's just because it's easy, it's a nice friendly shape, and you can be very, you know, you can experiment a lot with it. Yeah, like, you know, it's not also the only other redraw I've done. Like this drawing of my OC J, like a Gorgon. This is a headshot of her the first time trying to draw, you know, just a profile picture, and yes, it is horrible. It's round, it's messy, the background is gross. And then just a year later, I redrew the profile picture again, and it's still one of my favorite drawings. It, you know, it has cuter shapes, it's a lot nicer to look at. I think it's a much cuter than the last one. Yeah, it's, you know, it's important to redraw your art. I don't know how to end off this video.